All right, I'm gonna bench set the accelerator pump on this thing since I don't have it on the bike, and this isn't actually a carb for my bike. Mine's identical, but it's already set up. This was a spare I had. So what you've got commonly is the accelerator pumps pump entirely too much fuel out of these things. You got two adjustments on them. You've got the adjustment of this right here, which is actually where the stroke goes in. Right now it's way on up there. And then if you take this screw right here, yeah, this one right here, waiting on some new glasses, guys. Desperately need them. And you turn this screw out a little bit, this arm will move closer as far as where it's at on the rod here. I don't know how well you can see that. So that's one adjustment. That's just where it's coming at in throttle position. So you can adjust this where it's way on up off idle, throttle position wise, or you can make it exactly right down to it. The other one, and this is the problem child right here. Let me see if I can explain this to you real quick here. The screw on top here. So right now I got the screw screwed all the way out, the screw right up here. So it has really long stroke. So it's going to pump a hell of a lot of fuel through there, way on up there. So if you take this screw, this little teeny screw, this is a clone carb on the Mikuni's. It actually uses an Allen. This one uses a little slotted screw. And you just turn this down. And what it does, I'll show you here in a minute. It actually hits a stop here on the side of the carb right over here. So it's only going to travel so far. So your pump basically is going to quit pumping the farther down it is. So Jason, I think that's what you got going on there. You need to adjust this top screw up here, and watch your flow through the nozzle. When you're doing it, you should notice quite a bit of difference in there as far as the flow. Remember, you want this pointed directly at the needle in the center to kind of split the fuel flow up. And I don't know if I still got gas in here or not. I blew gas all over the damn table here earlier. But remember, this one here is just where it's coming at as far as throttle position. This one here is a stop. So the further down this is, the less stroke you're going to have. In other words, it hits a stop right there, and it'll quit shooting fuel through the accelerator pump. So just do this one. Do this one first to get how much you actually want through there, how much fuel, how much of a stroke you want for the fuel, and then do this one as far as position, where you want it on the throttle wise, and you should be good to go there. Play with it a little bit. It takes some time to get it perfect, but you can. Like I said, I'll normally turn these things almost all the way off because I want just a little bit of fuel where I want it. Quick throttle opening somewhere, and that's all it's designed for. Most of them shoot entirely too much fuel through them, and it ends up screwing your jetting up. If you're trying to jet with the accelerator pump on, it just totally screws it up. And that's about it, man. You should be good to go there. And one other thing that I've noticed when guys do these, when you adjust the throttle cables, make sure that, let me see if I can show you this. When you adjust your throttle cables and you go full throttle on the throttle, just run your finger up in there and make sure that the slide's going up all the way, because I've had them before where the slide's sitting like right there or right there because they got the cables totally misadjusted. So you're basically only about 3/4 throttle right there. You ain't doing nothing. So just You run your hold the throttle wide open, run your finger in there. You can tell if it's open all the way or not. Just make sure it's opening all the way. And lube your throttle cables religiously. I use dry slide. Bike aid dry slide. Been using it for almost 40 years. Stuff works really good. It's quick. Use it for lube and clutch. You want a silky smooth clutch cable. And I don't know about everybody else, but I like a silky smooth clutch cable and silky smooth throttle cables. I don't want to have to be fighting the throttle if I'm mid-corner on something and have to grab a handful of throttle and it tosses me on my ass. So, maintenance guys. And really, that's all I got, man. Hope that helps you out, Jason. And you guys take care. Have a great week. It's pretty humid out here. We've had rain and rain and rain. And it's not super hot. It's probably like 93, 94 right now. Hot enough with 80% humidity. So I'm going to go eat some lunch. And again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email or hit them in the comments there. I appreciate everybody watching. And have a great week, guys.